Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of TryHackMe's challenge RootMe. The first question asks you how many ports are open on the server. We can find that out by doing an nmap scan on the target. So if you do nmap-sv, this is going to do a service enumeration check to basically find out what versions of each services are running. And then we paste the IP. We don't need to run a sudo since we're not doing fingerprinting. This may take a little bit, so I'll be back when this is done. Alright, so the nmap results are done. So we can see that it's running two different services. It's running SSH on port 22, and it's version 7.6.1, and HTTP, which is on port 80, and is on version 2.4.29 using Apache. So if we actually go to this website, it's not much. If we do Control U, we get, the JavaScript directory, which we actually have access to. It doesn't look like anything interesting. We don't have a lot to go off of, right? So we don't have the robots. There's not even a robots.txt, so we don't have anything there. So what do we do now, right? We can use the tool GoBuster to find any other paths, essentially, that this URL might have. So if we do, to install GoBuster, you want to do sudo apt install GoBuster. And yeah, mine's already installed. And now to use it, you want to do GoBuster dir, since we want to do a dictionary attack on the directories. And then you want to do -w. This is going to be for word list. If you're on Kali, you can use user share word list dirbuster, and then directory list 1.0. If you're not on Kali, if you go to seclist, I believe they have this in there. And then you want to do -- URL, and then you want to paste that URL in. So, I believe it's right up here. There we go. And this is going to take a second, so once this is done, I will be back. So, as you can see, it found a couple of directories here. It found panel, and it found uploads. The one the question's actually asking for is panel, so that's the answer for that one. But after that, it's up to us pretty much to get the shell. So let's do that. If we go to uploads, so 10.10. Or go to panel, my bad. You can see it's essentially like a file uploader. So we can browse, we can put a file in here, and we click upload, and then we get a success message. There is also that directory called uploads. So now you can see that the file that we pushed is right here, right? So what can we do with this? How can we exploit this? Well, what we can do is we can upload a backdoor. We can upload a PHP backdoor, and essentially when we upload it, we can go to it and it's going to run it. So I like to use, if you look at PHP backdoor AK47 list, I think this will, yeah, right here. This will pop it up. You can see that there's this back door right here. It's just encoded. Copy all of it. Keep going. Copy. And we are going to make a shell. So I'm going to call it shell.php. And I'm going to paste it in there. Give it a second. Save it, and let's try to upload this, right? So let's go to uploads, or sorry, panel. I think it's in my home, shell, and upload. Wait, what? Right? PHP not permitted. That's assuming. I'm assuming that's what it says. But so they have they have a blacklist on PHP files, right? So apparently we can't upload PHP. There is a way around this. So PHP has a couple of different extensions. You can have PHP 2, you can have PHP 3, so on and so on. But you can also have the tag PHTML. So if we do shell.php to shell.phtml, we can actually bypass this. So shell, and then upload, and you can see that it worked completely. So if we go to uploads again, and then we refresh, you can see that the shell payload is here. So let's go to it, and boom, right? We have a shell. I like using this shell. Half of it's in Russian, so enjoy that. But if you go to, it has a file manager built in, so you can actually play around, right? So go up, and here's the user flag right here. So there's the user flag. But now we need to find out the root flag, right? So there is a privilege escalation tab, and it asks us search for files with SUID permission. Which file is weird? So this is essentially files that basically we can run as root. So we can do this if we go to run or execute a command, and if we execute the command find, and then we do this /, so we start at the root directory. So find all executables with perm permissions of 4,000. This is essentially like, hey, find anything we can run with permissions that we probably shouldn't have, right? Yeah, it will take a second. And there we go, right? So these are all the files that we essentially have root access to, right? Password, but this is not good, right? We should not have root access to Python. We can execute shell commands in Python. We can read files in Python. We can do pretty much about anything. So how can we escalate our privileges here using Python? Well, if you haven't done challenges like this before, most of the time the root flag is in /root root.txt. So what we can do is we can make a script. So let's make I'm going to call it router.py. And let's make a script essentially to read the root flag, right? So the root file is /root root.txt. This is the file we want to read. Oops, my bad. And then we want to say with open root _ file and r. This is opening the file in read mode as f. We're going to do content equals f.read, and this is just going to read the file. And then we want to print the content, right? So print the content to the stream. And then we want to save this. So now that we have this Python file here, let's upload it. So let's go here, let's browse, router, upload. Let's go to uploads just to, well, let's go to uploads just to double check. Yep, so it's here, right? So let's go back here. Let's get the current working directory here. So that means this is where our Python script is located. So then now let's run Python. So let's do user bin Python. Whoa. /user bin Python, and then running the file. And there we go. That is our second flag right there. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, please leave it down in the comments below. And if you guys want to see me do anything else, please let me know.